What's up, listeners? Welcome back to another episode of the Jaftaf Show, and we are the Jaftaf.
Yes, today we're discussing about an amazing movie and our favorite movie, Avengers Infinity War, directed by Russo brothers.
Yes, yes. Actually, it has become like a favorite movie of so many people when this movie came on like big screen, and literally, this movie actually defines Infinity War perfectly because there is no time where you miss the action sequence, right? Obviously, there are parts where directors wanted to have you a little bit of breath so
Mm-hmm.
that you can recuperate yourself for
Mm-hmm.
another more exciting action
Mm-hmm.
sequence. And after like it's been 6 years since this movie came, and yesterday only I was watching it again. And I was like, dude,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are taking it very seriously when they call it Infinity War.
Russo
Why?
brothers. Yeah.
Because yeah, because when the movie started, the Thor is on the ground, and like Thor is defeated, dude. He's a god of
Thunder.
thunder,
Yeah.
right? So, you know,
Love and
and
Thunder.
and and step by step when we go forward with every sequences that happened on Thor's ship or
Mm-hmm.
on Earth, right? Or or on Titan or in Wakanda. These are the places where the fighting sequences were happening.
Mm-hmm.
So step by step, when you notice, Thanos was the person who was breaking every law that we were following so far,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's just like Hulk was unbeatable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
knew till 2015 that, and even in 2017 when Ragnarok came, like Hulk can take over anybody.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
he was ready to fight with Ragnarok.
Yes,
You
yes.
remember, right? But Thanos comes and he beat the shit out of him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Loki was able to trick everybody, like every single body.
Mm-hmm.
But Thanos was able to identify that. And
Mm-hmm.
these both things happen in the first sequence only.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he just broke the Tesseract. When this scene would have happened first time, when audience was watching it, they
They
will
would
be
be
like,
shocked.
what? They will be like, what? You can do that?
Yeah.
Because, you know, and the best part was Thanos knew how to use every single stone.
Mm-hmm.
Every single stone, whether it is using Tesseract to going from one place to another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whether using time stone to regenerate vision.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. But let's go there
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
It's just even after watching, when I was watching this movie, I was not even focusing on whether there are any secret elements or Easter eggs
Mm-hmm.
there and there, because how they show these fighting sequences in very exaggerated way, and then
Mm-hmm.
you see how Stark used this nanotech.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. And for me, the best part of the movie was when both Doctor Strange and Tony Stark fight with Thanos
Yeah,
one
yeah.
after another.
That's
You
actually
know,
Goosebumps
eh,
moment.
that was the time because these guys gave everything what they had. Even Doctor Strange and I don't know, Doctor Strange didn't use the Time Stone to fight him because
Mhm.
he had his reasons, obviously. But how Tony Stark fought,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
it was crazy. He didn't give up. So yeah, man, I guess I'll
yeah,
I'll talk later. You just carry on.
yeah. So, so actually, we see that from starting that this movie starts from events take the events starting from Thor Ragnarok to the this movie starts exactly from Thor Ragnarok and where everything like is in stake, like everything is halt. So and even it's they're starting from the events where what do you say, Civil War, Avengers Civil War. So we see that Tony Stark and Captain America are not together. The team of Avengers is split. So there I thought that this is the crucial moment where Avengers should unite, but now the teams have split. So I was wondering back then that I didn't know the concept of this, like what will happen, what's going to take place. So uh, I think hello, we lost him. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just listening what you are
Okay.
saying.
Yeah, yeah. So back then I was
Was
like,
I looking dead?
yeah, I thought it's frozen. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So, so I was like, yeah. So I was like, uh, I was like, how will Avengers come together and fight this mega guy Thanos? And Thanos was not showing mercy on anyone. Like he was like, go, dead, everyone dead. So I was like, okay, everyone is dead is fine. Like, I don't care. Like, what if he kills Tony Stark? How will he be on further movies? Because back then I didn't know the concept of this universe thing and all. For me, like when I saw this, uh, okay, till now, I feel that Avengers: Infinity War is the peak of Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I keep above Endgame, Infinity War. For I feel that because Infinity War covers like entire cinematic universe properly, and Endgame is conclusion, and Infinity War is setup and payoff. So yeah, man, like there we see a lot of things, and Infinity War is the movie where you don't like you have a prior you don't have a space that you rest. It's always like you're edge of the seat. You're like, okay, this is happening now, and what will happen next? What's gonna happen next? So yeah, man, like Heimdall sends what do you say, like Hulk down to Earth, where he was fighting where to achieve the Tesseract, and then Doctor Strange comes and talk to Tony Stark that world is in danger. We need you. We need Avengers. We need Captain America. So there the fight starts that uh, Thanos, two adopted kids, they come
Yeah,
down.
his children come
Yeah, yeah.
and they introduce themselves that we are child of Thanos and stuff. And
Yeah,
Tony Stark was like, the Earth is closed today.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
he never loses his
Yeah.
pace. You know, that
The
is the
funny
best
part
thing
is
about
like
Tony Stark.
it's close. Come tomorrow.
It
So
was
yeah,
great.
man. That time we first time we see that like I guess first time we see that nanotech was introduced because in like previous movies he was building nanotech, but in this movie he was using it. So even back then it was crazy, but obviously the OG Iron Man, the 2008 version, it looks so real, but nanotech also looks real, but I I I preferably want that old tech.
You
So
know what was my favorite Iron Man suit
yeah.
that he wear in Avengers in
Ah,
first, where his element is there that he
okay.
actually invented. That was my favorite one because
Yeah.
it looked so real, and even in Iron Man 2, it was so realistic.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could you could see like, yeah, it is there because
Yeah.
nanotech is
Yeah,
more
basically,
experienced.
I think nanotech it didn't feel real because we in real life we don't use or see nanotech, so which is not seen or not known. Obviously, it looks fake because we don't know how it is. So yeah, see everything looked cool in that movie, but that's what like some parts of CJ was bad, but overall like when you look at the story, when you look at the action scenes, man, like this gives goosebumps to anyone, like not even like MCU fan, like any random fan or any random person who watches first time, he'll be confused that what's going on, but he'll be like, bro, this is amazing movie. I saw some crazy action scenes. I don't know who characters are, but I enjoyed it because some a lot of things are happening. We'll just go one by one.
Yeah. You know, when we talk about Tony Stark's suit, you know, the beginning suits,
Yeah.
that the one that I'm talking about, these for the movie production, these guys actually made it to display,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we could see like, oh yeah, it's real. Even in the movie, when in the Avengers one, when first time Loki attacked the Shield's ship,
Mm-hmm.
right? So at that time, Tony Stark went to take his suit. So at that time, it was so real. Obviously, nanotech was all the visual effects,
Mm-hmm.
but when you have been following all this
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you watch it, you know, you'll be like, shit, that the information and the excitement is coming from every single side.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and every character actually showed that how worthy they are, except in Infinity War, Hulk was not able to come out, and in Endgame, we'll talk about the character who was not able to come out.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, the point was that every character in Infinity War was at their peak at that particular
Mm-hmm.
time, right?
Except
Because
Hawkeye.
we at the we were not able to think that what could have been better they can do. Just like
Mm-hmm.
when we see Thor come up with what was the uh, what
Uh,
was the name of that
Stormbreaker.
his weapon? Stormbreaker, yes, because it could open Bifrost, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Because Mjolnir was not able to open
Yeah,
Bifrost.
yeah.
That was one of the greatest thing. And
There,
uh,
there
what?
actually we see that Groot was the main guy. Like because of Groot
Yeah,
itself, like
he hold the
yeah,
Stormbreaker
that was
and
so
make
epic.
the that was that was crazy. And I was feeling very bad for Vision. I was like in
Uh,
2015 when I saw him, he was the most powerful being on Earth
mm-hmm.
who took Ultron, right? And Vision could have taken things in a different way. Obviously, he was stabbed. That's why he was not able to
Yeah, yeah,
become transparent and go from one place to another. But still, dude, you have a soul stone. It was the
yeah, yeah,
most powerful infinity stone, and still he was fighting like he doesn't know how to fight.
yeah. The best part of Vision is that he's a fucking machine, but he's got a chick like Wanda.
Best chick,
Yeah,
best
best
chick.
like Wanda, man. Like machine is like very Wanda. Like what do you say? Vision is a player, dude. Like he just like he got Wanda, and Wanda is also not like a random superhero, dude. Like she can literally destroy the entire thing. Yeah.
I remember when in Wakanda they were fighting. So uh, there was this Scarlet, Natasha,
Huh.
and the other one. I don't know her name. She was at the side of T'Challa. Means
Huh. Huh.
she
Huh.
was the like I guess a main leader of their
His sister.
army. Not sister, the other one. She was the guard of T'Challa.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Yes. Yes.
Got
Yes.
it?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Wait.
I
Let
got it.
me
I
tell
got it. What you're
you
saying.
what. Yeah. Let me tell the for the audience that what. Okay. I cannot pronounce her name. Okeo.
Wait, I'll just see.
Oko, Okoye. Okay. Yeah. Her name was Okoye. She was one of the warriors in T'Challa's army. So Scarlet, got it?
Yeah.
Okoye.
I got what
Right.
you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm not able to find her.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was saying that Black Widow and Okoye were,
But who you're referring, right? She played an amazing role in Black Panther Part 2.
yeah,
She played
Wakanda
crazy.
Forever.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So these two were fighting, and there was this one big machine that was roaming around
Uh,
in the war zone and killing everybody. So Wanda just comes and she destroy means elevate everything and like destroy everything means
mm-hmm.
the entire army. And Akoy was like, what she was doing up there? Means Wanda was very powerful. She
Yeah.
she could have done many things, but I don't know why didn't she?
Yeah. So,
Means
yeah.
I was also thinking like uh, imagine if Thor would have gone to Titan, if he would have any idea that Thanos would have been at Titan,
Okay,
and
okay.
except Thanos and Thor both had the power to open portals at
Mm-hmm.
that particular time. Because of the Tesseract, Thanos could have done it,
Yeah,
and because of the Stormbreaker, he could use Bifrost.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, man,
Yeah.
whatever.
So if you talk about Stormbreaker, uh, like I watched the entire MCU in order of storyline. So I was like, the OG hammer he had, suddenly it breaks down and now everything is gone. So what Thor was feeling that he's lost his hammer, and what do you say, like, now you don't see that hammer often in the movies. So how lost he was feeling, even as an audience, even I was feeling that okay, we are missing something. Like, but when Stormbreaker was introduced, like, obviously that's more superior than the hammer, but obviously that hammer like had some different place in Thor's life and as an audience as well. So yeah, man, like, but yeah, like now Thor is like the great guy in MCU. Apart from his fourth
Was a
movie,
great guy.
yeah. Apart from his movies, like the latest one, like let's not go. Yeah, like here, okay. We see that that they're just collecting the heroes from here, 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 here. They're just forming a team, like so. I remember like Tony Stark was the like he is a millionaire playboy, but obviously he didn't want to like talk to Captain America because Captain America was also
Billionaire,
yeah
billionaire,
billionaire, yeah
billionaire.
yeah yeah. So yeah, Tony Stark was at that mindset, and even Captain America is also that mindset because he's like the great is like a great person, or he's like the great in terms of the army thing. So even he had his own like rules, and even Tony Stark had his own rules. But still, like people were convincing him, and the best part is like Bruce Banner, he was like, dude, like, please talk. We are in danger. Please talk. We need help. Like, I know that scene is so serious, but I could see that frustration in Hulk that, dude, because of you guys, like, we are losing, and like, you don't talk, we gonna lose. He's like, please talk to Captain America. We need help. World is in danger. It's actually funny, and it's very
Yeah.
like
Tony Stark was like, we are not on talking terms.
yeah.
He was like, why? Like, Earth is in danger.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Shit, it was.
Like I like this Hulk character, man. Like especially Bruce Banner, because Bruce Banner is the guy that he doesn't have that serious personality, but he is very funny guy. But when he transforms to Hulk, Hulk is a character where you don't have brain, you just have body. But later on in Avengers and further movies and series, that Bruce Banner achieves that body where he doesn't have to he doesn't have to be out of control of the Hulk. He is in charge of the Hulk now, so he knows that when to do what. So like there we lose that Hulk's character because back then Hulk used to just come and he used to do his thing, and Bruce Banner doesn't know anything. So slowly as the movie progresses, as the cinematic progresses, so many things change. But yeah, man, like and I think Thanos, the first time where I thought and we see that Thanos being very mean and he's like going on everyone is by when he sacrificed Gamora for Soul Stone. So there, I kind of started hating Thanos a little more because, bro, like how can like you just push your daughter just to get that stone just because you have to conquer the whole world? It's not like from the time stone which Doctor Strange had. It's not like you get back Gamora, because if you get back Gamora, there's gonna be consequences. And all the time, like what do you say, Wong used to be frustrated about Doctor Strange, that he uses time stone as like a toy. Like he eats apple, he gets it back in the Doctor Strange movie. So he was always concerned that like he doesn't use it badly or not wisely. But yeah, man, like even Wong was always that guy who was following principles, who was like into his rules and regulations. But yeah, man, I don't know like why Wong left the, what do you say, thing to Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange also a very superior character, but the portrayal what they do in MCU, I don't like that. I don't. I mean, like,
Means, yeah, yeah, I mean, Wong was the person who was also responsible, but we can see in Doctor Strange that Strange was chosen even in Endgame. You
mm-hmm.
know, even in Endgame, when well, we'll talk about that some
Yeah,
when we're gonna talk about that movie, because this particular aspect that you just told,
yeah,
it will be told in Endgame as well.
yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
Bruce Banner is going to meet that person
yeah.
who chose,
Yeah,
who actually thought.
obviously, Doctor Strange played a huge role in Endgame to do some mega event. We'll just come back to that when
Yeah,
we,
yeah. Means
yeah,
I'll tell you, like the point you just said, right?
yeah,
It will be answered in Endgame, but we're gonna talk about that only.
yeah,
When the Avengers were fighting,
mm-hmm.
well, Guardians of the Galaxy weren't Avengers till that time,
Yeah, yeah,
so they were fighting with Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man
yeah, yeah,
there on Titan against Thanos,
mm-hmm.
right? So at that time, they just had him, and it
Yeah,
was so tough to had him, Everybody was holding, and I was looking at Thanos, that how powerful he is. That
yeah, yeah,
at one side, Tony Stark and Doctor Strange were holding his hand.
yeah,
Other side, his hand is stuck with that uh, power that Star Lord just
yeah,
put
yeah,
on him, and Mantis, right? Who
yeah,
who used to take
uh,
care of the
yeah,
brain
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. She was holding him,
yeah,
and everybody was about to take care of the things, but Star Lord had to do his shit. I was fucking frustrated on Star Lord. Like, okay, Guardians of the Galaxy is
yeah.
the movie. If you watch,
You know what?
it's
Star-Lord was
yeah.
basically like a Deadpool character.
Even if Deadpool would have been there, no, what
Yeah.
he would have done, he would have cut his arm.
Yes.
That would be the best thing. I was thinking at that particular time that they need an axe is
Mm-hmm.
at this particular moment. If Thor would have came there, no, he would have just cut the arm. You
Yes.
you want the gauntlet, just take the arm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So because i- because if they would have cut the arm, no,
Mm-hmm.
they should have done it actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Tony Stark had that sword in his suit
Mm-hmm.
that he was fighting with Thanos. So if they would have done it, no, there is no point because the gauntlet is for the left hand. If he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have the hand,
Yeah,
how can he snap in the
yeah. Mm-hmm.
first place? You know, it's just what I feel, that how the movie was executed was great. They
Yeah.
had to take it to endgame. I understand, but there were moments where choices could have been made more smartly.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the it was a great decision that Tony Stark took, that we should take uh, this fight to Thanos,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that we don't destroy Earth. That
Mm-hmm.
was the main concern of Tony Stark. That because if we are gonna start fighting on Earth, wherever we're gonna fight, the
Yeah.
things will be destroyed. People
Mm-hmm.
are going to die. That is what he learned after Civil War. That we guys will go after becoming heroes. We might win, right? But the people who are going to lose their lives without any reason, just because they were in the middle of the war zone. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what I like about the decision that he has taken the war there. But still, but I also understand that they were in a hurry so much.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you
But
have you
you
have
have
to
very
be
less time
very,
for that because it's war
yeah,
situation.
very, very precise about the things that you are doing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know but at that particular time they needed somebody like Thor who just go blunt on things,
Mm-hmm.
that I'll just kill everybody. So at that time Thor would have, either he would have taken his head, or either he would have taken his hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand that nobody knew what is going to happen after snapping the stones. Like
Mm-hmm.
in Avengers, nobody knew that, and
Mm-hmm.
only Thanos knew that. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But it happened. What has to happen?
And like the most one more interesting part is that in Infinity War, I guess the first time Doctor Strange and Tony Stark meet each other personally, and like uh, there the obviously the Spider-Man, the kid, he's like Doctor Strange. What is this? Like he's wearing the cape and he's just talking. This Spider-Man, Tom's character, and he's like, I don't care who's Tony Stark. Like, okay, like like Tony Stark is he's big in his mind, and Doctor Strange is most like big in his mind. So obviously he didn't care that okay this guy's Tony Stark, but there in the spaceship where Doctor Strange was taken there. Uh, there we see that like who Tony Stark is like who is this magician? Like why did he why
Wizard.
yeah, wizard. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So who is the like? But yeah, man, like back then when I was watching this for the first time, like I was like, how cool is this that one superhero from one place and one superhero from other place is meeting uh what do you say live, and how will the conversations go? And I was waiting that when Captain America will come and how conversation between these three characters will be there. I was waiting for that. But obviously, when Captain America came, it was always in the fight sequence. Uh,
Now, now I look back, Captain America and Doctor Strange never talked actually.
yeah, obviously the movie had so many things, so obviously they.
No, 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 not in Infinity War. I'm saying entirely, if you think, even in Endgame.
Ha, 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 ha.
These guys actually never talked.
Yeah, uh, talk means like whatever commands used what he used to give, he used to follow, and like just in the fight ground they used to talk, but they never had that one to one conversation.
Yeah, our conversation never
Yeah,
happened, you know. But yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter because
yeah.
yeah, conversation was also great, and how Tony Stark made Spider-Man. You
Hmm.
are an Avenger now, kid,
Yeah,
and Tom Hanks was like,
he's like
shit,
yes sir.
because he obviously thought Tony Stark as his mentor,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
So he always used to follow, and it was to be honest, it was a great plan how they saved
yeah,
Doctor Strange, how he destroyed the one part of the ship and then he just went out, and
yeah, yeah.
it was a smart decision rather than being so complicated about it. Just 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 do the things. And one of the things that I liked about Tony Stark is that freezing uh,
Mm-hmm.
thing that he puts on, even
Ha ha
on
ha.
his
Healing.
injury,
Yeah,
right? You know, right, and even to cover up that hole
spaceship.
in the ship.
Yeah,
So that was a great
yeah.
one of the great features that I liked about the this thing. And yeah, obviously, when they were fighting Thanos,
You
they
actually
were.
we didn't talk about Wakanda, like when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
when
Even
yeah,
before that, after 2 years we see Captain America holding that thing like this, and coming from
yeah,
train
yeah,
station, and it was crazy. I could, yesterday when I was watching this movie, I could still feel goosebumps, like
yeah.
how the music and this suspense thing is working when they introduce the characters.
Yes, yes.
It's great to see. And till Endgame, I was like I had a bad corner for Captain America
Hmm.
because of the Civil War thing.
Yeah.
But when we gonna talk about Endgame, I'll reveal what changed my mind.
Uh,
But yeah, dude, it was
so
great. Like
yeah. So actually, when we talk about Wakanda, this Bruce Banner and other characters, they come to Wakanda. He's like Hulk is like the Bruce Banner is like yes, he's like bowing down. He's like, we don't do here.
yeah, we don't do this here.
Like
It
Bruce
was
Bruce
great.
Banner is so like what do you say, like a funny character though. Like I wish we see
You know,
more of
roads tell him that to do that. You know,
yeah.
the roads tell him to do that, that you should do this, and then he
He's
started
a
doing it.
king, you need to do this. But when he does this, we don't do this.
Chadwick Boseman was a dope actor, you know. I watched his
Yeah,
movie called on the one of the movie I don't remember. In that he was an artist. But Chadwick Boseman was so cool, man. And I got to know like he's
yeah,
41
yeah,
years old at that time, and he was not even looking 41 when
yeah,
this Black Panther came.
yeah.
But it
He
was great.
Black Panther actually Black Panther like first part, second part, I really enjoyed it. I didn't uh you have this expectations right before watching a movie. Okay, this movie would be this good, or you might expect this from this movie. But to be honest, Black Panther like the first part, I was like, okay, what they gonna talk about? It's all like you know like few things that what's gonna take place. But Black Panther like surprised me, and part two also surprised me. Like so, in Marvel Cinematic Universe, when you look at closely, you have so many surprising elements. It's like there actually this works that you can't like judge a movie just by poster because there are so many layers to every movies and every like the piece comes from the cinematic universe and where they when they introduce the Wakanda, not introduce, but when they people come to Wakanda, I was more excited because now we get to see that the tech part of the like uh, because I was waiting for the where these people are gonna use tech against Thanos. So they're excited to see how they're gonna tackle Thanos and there we see that like what do you say what the fuck yeah Thor yeah so Thor he gives his entry with what do you say like Groot and so
Budget.
yeah,
Yeah,
Rocket, yeah. So
yeah.
even when you look at that entry for the first time, like back then when I saw this for the first time, I didn't know what the context was, but still I was like, oh shit, man, this is crazy. Like how he landed suddenly he came there, and because you had that protective layer on Wakanda, he just bypassed and he just came there suddenly. So when I was watching for the first time without context, then also it looked amazing. But when obviously the fans who knew he knew everything, for them it would be crazy because man, suddenly Thor coming there and he's fighting people there, and uh, and these guys are like
Beating the shit out of them, actually. He was
yeah
not stopping. I was like, how, you know, when he runs, bring me Thanos, and he just put his axe on the ground, and
yeah
everybody was like,
yeah
he should have came there before Thanos actually killed uh, Vision or
yeah
Snap. Well, he
yeah
should have gone for the head, whatever. But you know, what I liked about Black Panther also
hmm.
are its scores. All the
Hmm.
Star and
Yeah yeah
Pray
yeah
for Me. They both were pretty
yeah
great when these scores came at that time. You know, it was giving that vibe, right? And Kendrick Lamar
yeah yeah
was the person who was a main guy. I mean, he sang in both of the songs, right? Pray
hmm.
for Me and all the stars. So it was also great. It was giving that vibe that yes, it is
Yeah,
a different environment.
yes yes
Black Panther is not what you have been watching so far. It is a different environment, different people. They are from Wakanda and they have what they want.
They're
Like
more
they have,
advanced.
yeah, they are more advanced and they don't even want to show that.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't even want to put it upfront. They've just done whatever. Like it was great watching Black Panther, how it was developed. It was like it was not like that because he is son of the king, that's why he can become the king. No, he, his bones was also broken, but he came back
Yeah, yeah.
and then he proved himself. So and then how he was in Infinity War, it was worth watching him that how he was leading his army,
Hmm.
right? And his sister was also cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his
She
sister was very advanced.
she even played amazing role in Black Panther 2 as well. Like uh, she maintained that legacy of Chadwick Boseman.
Dude, she
Yeah,
was so frustrated about the death of his her
yeah, yeah,
brother, and she just,
yeah,
dude, we'll talk about because I need to watch that movie again actually
yeah, yeah,
because it's been it's I guess in 2022 that movie came
yeah,
in
yeah.
around 2 years back that movie
Yeah,
came.
but
So
when this movie dropped, like this movie didn't like fuck around. It properly gave tribute to Chadwick Boseman and the things what were introduced in that. It was perfectly placed. Like when you look from top, like you don't feel any bad part of Wakanda for forever. But yeah, man, like that's like the good part about MCU is like they give proper tribute to people. That's like the best part.
mm, yes, and even they show that T'Challa has a kid.
हाँ हाँ
It is
yes
a great way of showing that the Black Panther is still going to be there. We
yes
just need
yes
to wait for it, you know. And I don't know whenever it is going to happen. We'll see.
yeah
But yeah, man, Infinity War. Yeah,
yeah
Infinity
yeah
War. So now I'm going to talk about the part that I like the most,
yes
where
yes
Thanos fought both of these guys, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. You know, means apart from using Time Stone, Doctor Strange pulled the best tricks
yeah yeah
out of his pocket and did everything what he could. I don't know what was the reason behind him to not using the time stone because even Thanos was telling him that apart from using the time stone, you are using all these tricks that can be taken care of because
mm-hmm.
by that time Thanos has had three stones: power, reality, and Tesseract,
Mm-hmm.
right? These three stones, and that is what you need when you at least you need a reality stone to fight against a wizard
Mm-hmm.
because then you can with the reality stone you can actually trick
Manipulate the
out
reality yeah
yeah, manipulate whatever they were trying to manipulate. You can just pull it back, just like when Doctor Strange spreaded himself into multiple Doctor Strange, and
mm-hmm.
then he was holding Thanos, and then Thanos was able to, with the use of Power Stone and Reality Stone, he was able to pull out the real Doctor Strange,
Mm-hmm.
right? But still, dude, I remember that when Doctor Strange was beaten out and Tony Stark came. You
Yeah
know, the
yeah
smartest thing that he did, he put something on his left hand so that he cannot use the stones for some time. And
mm-hmm.
then he gave him a bleed out on and he was like all this for a drop of blood. That's what Thanos said. It was a very great scene when both of them were looking at each other. Tony
Mm-hmm.
Stark and Thanos were looking at each other. How smartly he was playing, like putting his hand on putting his leg on his left hand, and then like
Mm-hmm.
beating the shit out of him. And I remember when Thanos pulled out that thing, which was stopping him from using the gauntlet.
yeah
You know, I saw the look on Tony Stark that he knew that he's gonna be defeated
yeah
because his suit was also spread it out. Like
yeah
obviously it was getting destroyed because nanotech was spreading out, right? That was happening. But still he went there, he fought against him till
mm-hmm.
the last part of nanotech that he had left that he wanted to stab him and that he
yeah
got stabbed. Dude, it was the power of never giving up. I remember in 2008, how was Tony Stark? He just wanted to earn money and just wanted to have fun.
yeah
But what changed his mind that that the preciousness of life, and
Mm-hmm.
he was still giving up, was ready to give it up.
Yeah.
Dude, it was great how Tony Stark changed from the beginning.
Actually, when you look at
Yes,
this part, that we come to realization that things are getting serious now. It's not like a fairy tale now, because uh, we see in MCU that we have phases, and every phases ends with a Avenger movie. So obviously it's a Disney product, so obviously you have to keep everything in PG-13. But things are getting serious when in Infinity War, when Thanos like punches on Tony Stark's helmet and it breaks, and the suit breaks. There, like suddenly you don't feel calm, because now the main hero of MCU, who carried this whole legacy, is getting almost defeated, like almost gonna be dead in any time. So there, like things are getting serious. Obviously, the payoff will be in Endgame, but there, like that's a good decision that Thanos, he leaves that place, and these people get back to Earth, and Tony Stark, like not I yeah, I guess they come back to Earth. So there, like they start like treating Tony Stark, and he was just getting better. But yeah, man, like there we just see whatever we saw from so many movies. That's like nothing when compared to Infinity War, because now stakes are high. So now it's like life and death. Back then it was just like when you wear a suit, you're protected. But now the suit itself is getting weak for you, because there's this more superior character, or more superior person is there for you, who's gonna defeat you just by snap. So you have to think, you have to strategize, like what might work for you and Avengers and the Earth also. So now the stakes are high, and you have to take decisions very wisely. So yeah, man,
you
like
know, it was great when he said, "You throw another moon at me, I'm gonna lose it."
yeah.
Because Thanos actually, shit, man, throwed one moon on Tony Stark, I remember. But still, dude, still, you know, I feel like Thanos was using his power as much as were required, not
Mm-hmm.
even more than that. He was he was not torturing, but doing what was required.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Thanos, if we look back, Thanos was uh, decided what he wanted to do, and he did,
Mm-hmm.
in one single go.
Yeah, yeah.
If you look back, right, in one single go, like for the past 6 years, he has been, I want to know, like, who gave Thanos this idea to save the resources. Obviously, there has to have some kind of motivation, that
Mm-hmm.
because he said to Tony Stark that, Stark, you are not the only person who has a
Mm-hmm.
curse of having knowledge, right? So I want to know that the backstory of Thanos, like how
Yeah.
because he was a very superior being. He was
Mm-hmm.
powerful as well as he was a very intelligent person,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, because if you compare to different galaxies, he was defeating everybody, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing who could stop it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
in Infinity War, he was not even at his peak for the fighting
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
You remember he just leaves his suit in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
after beating the shit out of Hulk. And even at that time, he was not using his sword.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see,
yeah.
so so I guess I would say he was a man of principles.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos was a man of
Yeah,
principles. He just wanted to make a change, but
yeah,
it was not an acceptable change. You
yeah,
cannot make a decision alone, even if you are a
yeah.
superior being. That's how
Like,
things doesn't work.
yeah, like obviously, Thanos were like, in to maintain balance in the universe, you have to make few things. But obviously, like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, uh, a bigger personality on Earth was gonna go just because you have to maintain the balance. So it doesn't make any sense when like suddenly it's not even like you've planned that these people are gonna be dead or they're just gonna be left to dust. It's like a random like whoever it's a randomly people die because you have to maintain that stability on Earth, on the universe. But yeah, like Thanos, if Thanos was used properly, or like Thanos had a vision that okay, I have to maintain balance in universe by doing something better for others as well. There we could see Thanos not becoming superhero, no, it's not becoming super villain, but becoming a superhero. But he did good thing. He wanted to do good thing, but he chose the path wrong, and that made him like suffer, and end of the day he just dies. And you know what, when you talk about Thanos, like back then I remember like this movie had like a lot of high budget, okay, and like every character, uh because you have to get so many star cast. It's not like only one or two characters are getting played in this. There are like multiple 50, 60 characters. So, and those characters are not like the basic actors. Like they're doing this legacy from past 10 years, 15 years. So obviously they're legacy actors. Getting back to Tony Stark, Captain America, T'Challa, and other characters. So obviously the charges would be high, the production cost will be high, and all the characters are fighting in their suits in the superhero avatar. So and especially Thanos is not like the human. The whole Thanos is like a CGI. So I know past there are controversies where that Marvel has been firing so many VFX artist studios, and it has been involved into so many other activities, dark activities, where they don't pay enough, they don't get paid enough. But yeah, but I think when this Infinity War was getting shot, or Infinity War it was in production, I think the whole backend team also gave their 100% because we could see that. But yeah, back then I still have this small complaint that uh, as a cinematic universe were progressing, the quality of the CGI went down. Like gradually they went down, and after Endgame, though, man, they just shattered the whole CGI part because we saw some worse CGIs in Miss Marvel and She-Hulk. So we could see that they just did for the
You
sake of
have
doing it.
some personal grudge.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, this guy watched this series 2 years back and he still
yeah,
holds the grudge. But
yeah.
dude, you gotta let them go. You gotta
Man,
let those chicks go,
like
dude.
you know what? I was I was so invested into this cinematic universe, but when these things came, right? I was like, what the hell are they doing, dude? Like, are you guys serious, dude? You made a legacy called Infinity War. You made a legacy called Endgame. Like, when you compare that level to this, do you even think before releasing it? Do you think that okay, I'm proud of this content? But yeah, man, like for, if for the new audience who's starting to watch cinematic universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, or like Marvel related, for them I would just say that you guys stop at Endgame because uh, in fact the title says Endgame, so Endgame of this cinematic universe. So I would not recommend to watch. Would not recommend to tell viewers that they watch further series or shows. But yeah, man, like the best part is like they use Thanos the entirely CG. Uh, man, like when you look this Thanos on big screen, like on theater, he had like crazy details on his face, man. Like back then, I was like, shit, man, they achieved this greatness in 2018, I guess. Yeah. I was like, this guy's whole CJ character, how did they achieve this perfection? I was very amazed with this thing when I was watching behind the scenes how they created this. Man, like VFX artists, man, like we as an editors, we as filmmakers, we know that back end how struggles we face, but VFX artist is something else. So yeah, VFX artists will always have respect from my side, because I know what you guys go through, and I would address this right now that VFX artists should paid great, and if they should be compensated as per their projects. They should not be overpaid. No, I mean like underpaid. They should be deserving. Like it's not like you have to work as a slave. So yeah, man.
Obviously, like face value is a good thing, but who is making Tony Stark look like that he's in a suit,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. So, and who is making Thor making his axe moving from one place to another.
Yeah, yeah.
These VFX artists only. Obviously, the vision of the director is there, the
Yes.
face value of the actors are there, but you cannot forget the people who are executing your ideas, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, VFX people are also becoming
You
part of the
basically
cast. You
basically the studio is exploiting the VFX artist. They're not understanding that VFX artist is the main person who's gonna showcase your movie. Man, like
exactly.
when this movie news came out, I was like frustrated. Like, what the hell are they doing, dude? Like, but yeah, man, like everyone just came around and finished this project and made it make a huge event. And yeah, man, like I'm really excited to. I think I'll be watching it again, like in few days or something. Because
Well, well, but still, what I like about these two movies that whenever you watch this, you know, till Endgame, when you watch all Marvel movies, now it gives you that excitement that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're a kid again.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
even at the time of Deadpool and Wolverine, we were talking about this only.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
before Endgame, the movies were there. They were making you feel like, yes, we used to love these characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who Iron Man is, why Captain America is so great. And you know, when I'm going to watch today or tomorrow Endgame, I know that the
Yeah,
scenes are going to make me so excited. Like, because I was the person who screamed the first and the
yeah,
most
yeah,
when something happened in Endgame.
yeah, yeah.
So I remember, you know, I was not even in my control when I started screaming, and I realized that I was the first person, and then after that, everybody was like started screaming.
Yeah.
Yes, it was great, dude. You know, I still wish, you know, if are they going to release these movies anytime soon?
Man, like I would personally want to see Endgame and Infinity War in theaters again, because I didn't watch Infinity War in theater, I guess, but I watched this movie in a big screen, like not in theater, but in a big screen. But I watched Endgame in theater, but I wish I want to see Infinity War in theater as well. They might release because they have to like capitalize, so they will release, of course. Like 5 year anniversary or 10-year anniversary, they're gonna release.
Mhm.
For sure, we're gonna see these movies again on big screen. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, they should actually, because I
Yeah,
want to watch them these
yeah.
movies again on big screen, because obviously now I understand. uh, and when we talk about the movies that means when we have to watch some movies that we're gonna talk about in the podcast, I watch in a different way,
Hmm.
repeating the scenes, going back and back. But watching these movies in theaters would be very crazy
Yeah.
to see everything covering like this. Like,
Maybe
oh, it would be great.
maybe when Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, that time they might release this movies, because just to cater their older audience. So yeah, they might do this.
But yeah, but dude, I would be excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I guess watching this movie was great, and there were so many elements, dude. Like there are so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
characters were there, but still Thanos was able to establish what he wanted to establish. You know,
Hmm.
like he pushed the Avengers to that extent that they need to go to another universe,
Hmm.
another realities to. But still, who was the present Thanos? He won eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
he made his point, and then he destroyed the stones as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Back then, like
So,
when Infinity War was like they made it public that they're gonna make a movie called Avengers Infinity War. They marketed this that Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, and later they renamed it as Part 2 as Infinity what do you say, Avengers Endgame. and everyone they just lost their mind because uh, I think after releasing Infinity War they renamed Endgame because and even by changing the name itself it's a big spoiler that you know that yeah Endgame means something's gonna end. So uh, in eventually they kind of what do you say they spoiled it, like not spoiled but they kind of revealed it somehow that yeah things are gonna get end now or things are gonna get serious from
Even
here.
even Doctor Strange says, right, to Tony Stark
Yeah,
that we are in the end game now.
yeah, yeah,
Then when Thanos goes back to Earth,
yeah.
Tesseract. So I remember when Thanos came to Earth for the
Mm-hmm.
very first time, right? Uh, but Vision was able to sense him,
Mm-hmm.
right? He is here, and then Captain America calls everybody. I just saw that nobody stood a chance against him when he was fighting.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody like he just like Bruce Banner was that side, Captain was that side, Black Panther was that side,
yeah.
right? Nobody stood a chance. At that particular time, Thor should have come. Thor was
Mm,
destroying, and Thor was somewhere else. He was,
yeah.
I guess, he was in a rage so much.
Ah,
So that's why he was into destroying every single thing
yes,
there because
yes.
yeah. And then Vision died. I had no like sympathy towards Vision because he just died, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a machine, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
What do
yeah.
you expect from him?
Vision,
He was a machine.
yeah, Vision didn't have like a proper character development because obviously he didn't have emotions. He was just behind Wanda, and that's it. Like,
In the entire Infinity War, he was just like a guy who, like somebody, obviously he was injured, but every single time he didn't even try to stop Thanos. He wanted Wanda to
yeah,
destroy the stone, but he could have run away from there,
yeah, yeah.
right?
When you, yeah.
Wanda could have taken him away from there. Wanda also wanted to fight Thanos only.
But when you look at this point, that Vision could easily defeat Thanos like just in seconds. But Vision was like, okay, let me not do this. He had this mindset that okay, let me not do this. I don't want to disturb you or like I remember when I used to watch the Avengers uh there where when this guy was introduced, Vision, he could easily destroy Thanos. Like he could do anything. But obviously the storyline, the plot, and the things saved and like I know like this movie could have ended in just like 5 minutes, Infinity War. But yeah, they have to create a story and it's obviously PG-13, so you have to make it dramatic. But yeah, man, like it's a good movie, like not bad. It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
obviously, it was a great movie. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm telling you, it is not about that the execution was great, movie was great, everything, whatever the elements that they showed in the movie were great. It's just, if you think as characters,
Mm-hmm.
right? If it was supposed to happen in real life, the choices could have been much more smarter,
Mm-hmm.
right? Things could have been much more different, right? Whatever the choices Tony Stark was making was fine, that he wanted to take the war away from Earth. That was his goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? But showing that Vision could have done much more than that. He had a soul stone, dude. He
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
taken, and both Wanda and Vision could fly, right? So they could have tried to escape from there when
Mm-hmm.
they knew that Thanos was going to come there, right? And but I don't know, dude. I guess they wanted to just kill Vision.
Yeah.
So he was just a dead.
They were like now Vision don't hold that superior thing, so let's remove him from the story. But yeah, man, like, but yeah, when you look at this, but there's a bigger thing going on in Infinity War, so you don't feel like yeah you lost something, you lost someone because stakes are high. So even the surrounding the things are going high now. So
Jarvis was like in 2015, you first destroyed me as AI. And in
yeah,
2018, you just destroyed me. You should have taken.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct.
because obviously it was Jarvis. Jar some part of Jarvis was in there in Vision. That's why
Yes,
he got the
yes,
same voice.
yes.
So, but he also obviously explained in Age of Ultron that I'm not Jarvis,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm not Ultron.
Yeah.
I'm a vision of both of these.
Ah, yes.
And I have the intelligence to make my own decision. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
he did. But when we saw him in Age of Ultron, he was like one of the most powerful characters, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, in
yeah.
Age of Ultron, you cannot even imagine like who stand a chance against Vision. He can go transparent, and then he can go inside you. He can destroy you, and he is a soul stone.
Mm-hmm.
And there should all also be having much more smart tricks,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they just didn't
Yeah,
show it.
true, true. I
That
totally
sucks.
get it. Yeah, man, like, so what do you say? Like, should we come to the end of the thing, or like you have anything? The final.
But we can talk about these movies like for a very longer period of time. You
Yes.
know, even at the time, you know, when Tony Stark was seeing everybody going
Mm-hmm.
like like when they were actually dying,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. Uh, so I could see the regret in his eyes that fuck man, I
Yeah,
tried my best. That is
yeah.
what I always lose. That I never tried my best. That's why he had also always these regrets that yeah man, maybe I didn't try my best at that time, didn't try my best at that time, even at the
Mm-hmm.
Civil War, right? Even at the Age of Ultron, I had a team, I lost it, and now I
Mm-hmm.
lost everything
Mm-hmm.
because still like he made a decision and it didn't paid off, right? So
Mm-hmm.
man, that's why he asked Doctor Strange like, why would you do that? Why would you save me and give away the stone when you said that you are going to do that? So and he said like it was the only way to make the things. And yeah, I guess we're gonna talk about that part in Endgame
Yeah, yeah,
probably.
yeah.
But how the movie was carried, it was great. And I could see like when first time people would have seen Tony Stark getting stabbed,
Oh,
they'll be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what kind of like how the situations have changed. You know this saying in Hindi, "Waqt badalna jazbaat badalna," like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
time has changed, feeling has changed, right? So like Tony Stark was like on his knees in front of Thanos, like, and we used to see him like the elite of the elitist,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Elitist of the elite. I mean. So, yeah, man, it was great to see all that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, I'm always going to watch this movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. It's great. What you wanna say?
Yeah, whatever I had, I said. I'm gonna like keep more things in Endgame when we discuss about Endgame. And probably in other Avengers movies as well. Like Avengers 1, Age of Ultrons,
Yeah.
Avengers 3.
There in Endgame, I guess in Endgame we'll be having much more liberty to talk about things
Yes,
because
yes.
then we can connect Infinity War to Endgame,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because there we will be having because I was also taking my words off so that I don't reveal the things that we are supposed to be saying in another episode,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I guess it's morning now, dude.
Yeah. This is the first time we are doing this in morning. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can see on my face that the
Yeah, yeah,
sunlight
yeah, yeah.
has the light has increased actually.
Yeah, it looks actually better.
Yes, yes. Morning time is great to do
Yes.
this. It's so calm and quiet. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it has been great talking about these movies. And I
Mm.
know, like in audience, people would have said that you would have missed this, you would have missed that.
Yeah.
It's just we don't miss these things.
Yeah.
It's just there are things that we want to prioritize first,
Yeah.
right? And that
Pro
we put
yeah,
off.
like even now I can see that if this video reaches good audience, people are gonna talk shit They'll be like, bro, how can you talk about this? He's like the great. He's like this. He's that. He. Why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you address this character? Why did you just address? I'm like, bro, just calm down. It's just what we thought, and we're gonna be sticking to this.
Yeah, man, it has been great, I guess, dude, this is it from my side because I guess in Endgame I'm gonna pull
Yes,
all of my
yes,
shit together and take it. I guess, and I have a feeling that for the Endgame part, the episode is going to stretch. I
yes,
have a feeling.
yes. It's
So
gonna it's gonna be a long episode. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll try to start it more early than we did today. But
Yes.
but yeah, dude, it's sun is out, I guess.
Yeah. Now, we just have to enter our prisoners. Yeah. Like we're out of prison now. We have to just enter our prison, like AKA the office.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid that, but if you said it, yeah, we are going back to the
Prison now. Yeah.
routine.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it has been great talking to you guys and talking about this movie, right?
Yes.
And obviously, like and subscribe, share, and tell us your thoughts
Yeah.
where we were wrong, where we were not wrong. So yeah,
Yeah. For the new viewers who came to this channel for the first time, check out our previous episodes and let us know what episodes can we bring to you and what movies from Marvel Cinematic Universe we should be talking or addressing it. Let us know in the comments and we'll be happy to read. And yeah, man, this is it from our side. So
yes.
yeah,
Peace out, guys. Have fun.
yes,
Let's wait for the end game now.
yes,
Okay.
and bye.
Later, guys. Bye.